Imagine you're alone at school after everyone has gone home. The hallways are dark, the lights flicker above you, and somewhere nearby, you hear a faint sound coming from the girls' bathroom. Knock, knock, knock. You walk toward the last stall, the third stall. Then you ask, Hanako-san, are you there? For a few seconds, nothing happens. Then a small voice answers from inside the stall. Yes. This is the legend of Tuar. No, Hanako-san. And according to the story, if you knock on the wrong door, you may discover that the bathroom is no longer empty. Hanako-san is one of Japan's most famous school ghost legends. She is usually described as a young girl wearing a red skirt. Some versions say she has short black hair. Others describe her as a mysterious child who appears inside the third stall of a girl's bathroom. The exact story changes depending on the region, but the ritual is usually the same. You enter a school bathroom. You walk to the third stall. Then you knock 3 times. Knock, 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 and ask, Hanako-san, are you there? If the legend is true, a voice from inside the stall will answer, yes. That is when the real horror begins. There are many different stories about who Hanako-san really was. One version claims she was a young girl who died during an air raid. Another says she was killed by a family member. Some stories claim she died while playing hide-and-seek, and other versions say she simply disappeared one day, never to be seen again. Because the stories are so different, there is no single official origin, but all the versions began to merge into one terrifying legend. A ghostly girl, a school bathroom, and a mysterious third stall. The story became especially popular among Japanese school children during the 20th century. Students began daring each other to summon her. Some entered bathrooms after school. Others tried the ritual during school trips, and every time someone claimed to hear a voice, the legend grew. The most famous version says that after Hanako-san answers, you must open the stall door. Inside, you may see a young girl wearing a red skirt, but some versions are much darker. In one story, the person who opens the door finds a giant lizard waiting inside. In another, a terrifying hand reaches out from the darkness. Some versions claim Hanako-san simply disappears, but the most frightening stories say that once you summon her, she follows you out of the bathroom, down the hallway, and sometimes all the way home. Other versions say you can ask her a question, but you must be extremely careful about what you ask, because Hanako-san may answer in a way you never expected. Why the third stall? No one knows for certain. But that mystery is part of what makes the legend so effective. Every school has bathrooms. Every bathroom has stalls, and somewhere there is usually a third one. The legend turns an ordinary place into something terrifying. A place students visit every day suddenly becomes a place filled with rules. Don't go there alone. Don't knock on the third stall. Don't call Hanako-san's name. And above all, don't open the door if something answers. Because you never know who might be standing on the other side. Hanako-san has become one of Japan's most famous school ghosts. The legend has appeared in movies, manga, anime, and video games. But the story continues to spread for one simple reason. It doesn't require an ancient castle. It doesn't require a haunted forest. It doesn't even require a supposedly cursed object. All you need is a school, a bathroom, and a door. That makes Hanako-san feel dangerously close to reality. Because somewhere in the world right now, there is probably an empty school hallway, and somewhere inside, there is a third stall. So if you're ever alone in a school bathroom after dark, and you hear 3 knocks from the third stall, whatever you do, don't ask who is inside, because if a little girl's voice answers, yes, you may have just summoned Hanako, and once she knows you've found her, she may decide to find you too. Subscribe for more terrifying urban legends and Japanese ghost stories. Until next time.